What's going on, YouTube? It's your buddy Big Rob. Welcome to 2023, and welcome to Big Rob's House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food. I do get asked, why is it called the House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food? Especially by people that know me, because they know I love Chinese food. I do. I love pretty much all food, but Chinese food definitely. The name of my show is an homage to Abdullah the Butcher. He was a Hall of Fame monster in professional wrestling in the WWE, and he had a restaurant in Atlanta named the Abdullah the Butcher's House of Ribs and Chinese Food. Sadly, it is closed. Has been for a few years now. Me and Hassel, we did eat there one weekend. We were in Atlanta for WrestleMania, and it was for WrestleMania, so where are you going to eat at? Abdullah's. With some pretty solid food. I hate the fact that it's closed, but that's where the name of the show came from. It's an homage to Mr. the Butcher. A lot of people ask me, like two people's asked me, what the purpose of my channel is. And I think I've answered it before, but just in case you're new, I'm here to entertain. If you go away from this channel feeling like a little bit better, a little bit lighter, a little bit happier, then I feel like I've done a great job. And I hope that everybody can go away with that. This world, man, has got some messed up stuff in it, so I just try to not dwell on that and to dwell on the good stuff. I have wanted to be a stand-up comedian since I was a little kid. I have always loved comedy, stand-up in particular. I remember in high school, 9th, 10th grade, I don't know, and I had an English teacher that we had to give a speech in class, but she made a mistake of not telling us what the speech had to be about, and I ended up doing about 6 minutes on being fat and eating a lot, and probably some Star Wars jokes, and I rather enjoyed it. Got some good laughs. I'm pretty sure I got an appointment with the school therapist very shortly after that, but it is what it is. But that's what I'm here for. And as I was sitting there thinking about it one day, it occurred to me that it's actually harder to break into stand-up comedy than it is in the music. Now, assuming that you've got the talent, because both fields need a lot of talent, but if you want to go into music, then you can actually start a cover band, and you can have a career. I mean, you're not going to be a superstar, but you can have a career singing other people's songs. On the other hand, if I got on YouTube and I told you various ways that you might be a redneck, the only thing I'm going to get is a sternly worded letter from some really high-priced attorneys. So we don't do that. I got to come up with new material. And I do that as often as I can. So I drop these videos every weekend, usually on Sunday, though if work changes, that may adjust. And I try to drop shorts whenever I can. So, just kind of be on the lookout, or like, subscribe, hit the bell, tell your friends. That's supposed to be at the end of the thing, not the beginning. But, so the other day, I went and got me some pizza. Again, I love to eat. Surprise. Shocker. I went and got me some pizza, and I got me a cup of marinara sauce, because I love some marinara sauce. I like to dip my crust in there. It's like an extra order of breadsticks. And the intelligent person would sit down at the table and enjoy a pizza. And then when they got through, they'd put their trash away and go on about life. Not me. My brilliant self decided to sit back in my recliner and watch TV while I'm eating pizza. So I sat down in my recliner and I put my feet up and I got my pizza box and I opened it up and I opened up my jar of marinara or cup of marinara sauce and I pizza, and I'm enjoying myself. Well, I go to get me something to drink or wipe my hand or something, so I set the marinara sauce down in the box. And when I leaned over to get my drink, the box tilted down. And all I could do was just watch as that marinara cup went straight down and flipped and turned upside down all over my leg. Yeah. That's my life. That's why I don't go out in public. My family has just asked me just don't go out in public. Just stay home. We don't want you to embarrass the family any more than you. They don't know I do this show. I mean, they do now, but they didn't. So, yeah, that was that. I have a story from work from a few years ago. And I kept saying I was going to put this in, and just never did. And this feels like the right time because it's the New Year's show. We're just extravaganza. We're doing it big. We're making whatever. But I just felt like it was time to tell this story. That we was working overnight, and we got back to the hotel, sat down, ate breakfast downstairs. In the lobby there, and myself and a couple other guys got on the elevator to go up to our room, and because we're 12, I mean we're all full-grown adults supposedly, but some of us, probably me, thinks we're 12, hit every single button all the way up, I don't know, 4 or 5 floors. We were on the second floor. So when the door opened, and if I've got any of these details wrong, I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments. When the door opens, and I let my one buddy out, and then I start to go out, and I got one more buddy behind me, and I stop right in the doorway, and I just cut loose. I just launched an air biscuit to end all air biscuits. And then I stepped out, turned around, and my other buddy tries to follow me out, and I just put my hand on his chest and shove him back, and the door shuts. And his eyes, when that door shut on him, with that fart in there, if I live to be 100 years old and have dementia, I will never forget the look on his face. So wonderful. Thanks, O'Malley. So that's my story for this week. That's a little bit of an update. I will catch y'all again next week. As I said earlier, if it's entertaining to you, like it, subscribe, hit the bell so that you know when I drop new stuff. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family. And you can tell my family if you want to. I'm sure they'd be interested to know the ridiculous things that I'm saying. But share the love. If you didn't like it, tell people that you don't like, because maybe they will like it. We never know. I want to give a quick shout out to my buddies Hassel and Monster over at the Nerdy Man Room Show. They got a YouTube show. It's a little bit more structured than mine. But they get around and talk about some nerdy stuff and some geeky stuff. And we just did the year-end Excelsior and DS Awards show a couple days ago. I was glad to be part of that. It was really nice. These are guys that I grew up with, and we've all moved to different parts of the country for the most part. So it's really nice to be able to get together and just shoot the breeze, just like back in the day, and record a show too. So check that out if you get a chance, the Nerdy Man Room Show. And they're very active on social media. They do a better job of telling you where to find them. Whenever you hit their YouTube channel, they've got links to all their stuff. And also want to give a great big shout out to Kevin and Kim and Alex at the Zone Collectibles. They are at 205 Main Street in Tifton, Georgia. I've got to get that address, and I apologize, Kevin. I had totally spaced on that. I am sorry, sir. These Own Collectibles on Facebook, These Own Collectibles at gmail.com. You can get them that way, or just stop by the shop. It's on Main Street in Tifton next to the jewelry store. They're really easy to find. They're open several days a week. And this is probably the greatest comic book shop that I have ever been in. I have never been in there 2 times in a row and seen the same things on the shelf. They are constantly putting new stuff in there, awesome stuff. They've got tons of back issues. Anything that you want, they've probably got it, or they can get it real quick, real easy. They're just really super awesome human beings. Some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. So definitely give them some love. They're always helping the community out, the local artists. They're really good people. Go check them out if you're anywhere near Tifton. Go check them out. But I wanted to give those couple shout outs. I guess that's going to have to do it for today. I do appreciate your time. May the force be with you.